Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. We are here at the Cleveland Community Center where I've got with us our two interviewees for today. We have number 13, Noah Robbins, and number 21, Mick Webb. All right guys, what position are you? You're a defenseman, and what about you? Winger? All right, do you have a pregame ritual you like to do? Anything or superstition? Stretching? What about you? All right, what's your favorite hockey player? Patrick Kane. And for you? Marchand. All right, guys. We'll have a great game today. Thanks for stopping by, and go Junior Fuel. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. We are here at the Cleveland Heights Community Center here in Cleveland Heights, where the Junior Fuel are getting ready to take on the HoneyBaked team. I believe they're from somewhere in Ohio, but not exactly sure on that one. The Fuel are going to be in black today, while HoneyBaked's in white. This is the second game today of the Rock and Roll Cup tournament. Yesterday, the team came up victorious against the CCYHA team, where they came up big in the third period with 2 goals back-to-back from Matthew Nelson on that. So he was our star of the game yesterday. We are looking for another big win today up against this HoneyBaked team. HoneyBaked dropped their first game of the tournament yesterday to the Badgers, and we face the Badgers tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. on that. So with that being said, we're getting an early start here today. So we got some referees out on the ice, so we're going a little bit early now on this. So here we go. The kids are getting all warmed up here now. I'm going to do everything I can to keep this as steady as possible, but I'm balancing on a bench at the moment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go down today's starting roster for the Junior Fuel. Number 3, Aiden Kerins. Number 4, Owen Mason. Number 13, Noah Robbins. Number 21, Mick Webb. Number 22, Taryn Hoster. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 29, Marco Preston. Number 30, Alex Borgert, goalie. Number 52, Scotty Craft. Number 59, Logan Dietz. Number 62, Matthew Nelson. Number 70, Finn Smith. Number 77, Harrison Lucas. Number 90, Tyler Hublar. Number 92, Keegan Merriman. Number 95, Kellen Dych. Head coach, Mark Dych. Assistant coach, Chad Dietz. All right, guys, so thanks for joining us today. Please feel free to share this video, share this link with any friends or family that you feel might want to join in. Host a watch party on your Facebook page to let others know that you are watching the Junior Fuel and supporting them. Right now, though, we want to give a huge shout out to number 88 from our Junior Fuel family. Number 88, Carson Rainey. He is on our 15U AAA team with the Junior Fuel. Yesterday, Carson and his dad were involved in a very serious car accident, which left Carson in critical condition. The updates coming from Carson's family have been very optimistic. We're excited to hear that he's made extremely well progress after the surgeries and everything like that. Carson suffered 3 broken vertebrae and other internal injuries at this time. But as of this morning, he was alert and sitting up. So we're really blessed to hear that Carson's doing well. So Carson, number 88, know that your Junior Fuel family, we are rooting for you for a speedy and healthy recovery, and know that you've got your Junior Fuel family behind you 100%. So get well soon, Carson. All right, only about a minute left of warm-ups here before we get started. We've got some great ice here. This is a fantastic arena here at Cleveland Heights here. It is really a beautiful arena, great locker rooms and everything else like that. Huge rink for the kids to play in, so they're going to have to absolutely keep that stamina going strong today. So here we go. We're getting ready to start. Kids are putting all the pucks together now at this point in time. And we'll go ahead and get started with the puck drop here, coming up in just a minute. We're going with a 13-minute periods on that one. And we are 13-minute periods on this. There will be 3 periods. Now, the tournament works this way. It's not based on wins, losses. However, it is based on the number of points that you score in your game. So goals for and goals against. They use that calculation to determine the standings within the tournament itself. So right now, all of the teams in this division have won. 2 teams have won their games with scores of 3-2. So that kind of puts everyone on even footing here. It's these next few games that are going to kind of pull everyone apart to show just exactly what each team's made of, and to be able to, the more points you score, the better off you're going to be on this, regardless of whether or not it's a W in the column or a loss. But we're looking for a win here today at Cleveland Heights, and hopefully, everything will carry over from yesterday. The momentum that they had in that third period was amazing, and let's hope that they go well today. All right, we're getting ready to go with face-off here at the Cleveland Heights Arena here in Cleveland, Ohio. Starting lineup here, we've got Webb up top, Merriman, Lucas in at center with Craft and Dych on defense. The Fuel with that face-off, but quickly taken over by Honey. I don't know how I'm going to talk about this. HoneyBaked goes in on that, tries to get a shot off on goal. They tried to, but it's deflected by the Fuel on that one. Lucas tries to drive it down center on that one, and Webb tries to kick it around it, but it was taken away by HoneyBaked. White takes, I'm just going to call him White at this point. White takes over the puck here deep in their zone, but here comes Lucas Webb to try and take it over. Merriman up here up against the boards, and we've got offsides on White. All right, change of legs on both sides here. So we've got Craft on defense along with Craft and Hublar are heading out, with Dych and Hoster coming in. Kerins up front with Preston and Dietz up top. Kerins wins the face-off, sends it back to Dych. Dych sends it all the way over to the side to Dietz. Dietz takes it in on that, tries to go in, tries to get a shot on goal, but is surrounded by White at this point. Hoster steps up, tries to get away that puck, but she fails on that one. Up in there is the Fuel, and they are able to kick it out of their zone into center ice. Dietz is going to chase it down, but Hoster gets to it first up against the boards. She swings it over into the White zone. White kicks it out across the lines there, and it pops over Preston and Dych's stick. Dych sends it up the boards over to Preston. Preston sends it out to center ice, tries to get it over to Dietz. Dietz gets it and is up on the top of the boards on the left side. Dietz sends it over to Preston in the center, but White steps in and takes it over. Hoster steps up, keeps it in the zone, sends it around the back side of the net where White has it. White's trying to get something set up, but he's got Preston and Kerins ready to go after it. White's got it on that one, and he kicks it up against the boards to center ice into the Fuel zone. Dych has the puck on that one, sends it across ice over to Dietz, but White takes it over on that one. Hoster's ready to challenge on that one along with Dych, and she does it. She kicks it out, but White quickly intercepts it as they try to get it out. Shot on goal, doesn't get anywhere with the Fuel on the way. Kerins up the ice there, passes center, sends it into the White zone. Goes around the backside of the net, and we got a change of legs on the ice for the Fuel. Coming in right now, we got Smith and Hublar in. Or Smith and Nelson in at this point. Smith up against the side there, Nelson fighting for it as well. Nelson had 2 goals yesterday in the victory over CCYHA on that one. Smith gets tangled up on the side there. Robbins and Poole on defense. Robbins has the puck, sends it up against the boards, goes around the backside where Smith and Mason chase it down. Mason passes it back around to Nelson. Nelson tries a wraparound shot and can't get through on it. Poole at the back here on defense, waiting for the puck to pop out, but Preston tries to wrap it around, gets tripped up on it. Poole has the puck, he sends it back around to Preston or to Nelson, but it's intercepted by White. White tries to move it down the ice, but here comes Nelson to take it away, and Poole's right there to help. Mason kicks it over on that, but White has it. White is trying to get it away from the Fuel, but the Fuel are being very aggressive and not letting White have a chance at that one. Nelson passes it back over to Smith. Smith has it, passes it up to Nelson. Nelson goes in for the shot on goal, and it's pushed back behind the net. Takes a shot, and it's covered by White. 9 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in a scoreless first period here. Fuel in black, HoneyBaked in white. In for the face-off here is Lucas with Merriman up top. Webb at the top. Webb and Merriman at top and bottom. Lucas wins that face-off and is fighting for it with White on that one. We've got Craft and Hublar on defense at the moment. Lucas tries to get to it at center ice and it doesn't make it over. Craft sends it across the ice over there where the Fuel are trying to get to it before White does. Fuel take it over into the White zone on that one, fighting to get it through White traffic on that one on it. So here comes Webb. Webb's got it and sends it over to Merriman, but Craft backs him up on it as Merriman overskates it. Craft and Merriman over on the sideboards there with it. Merriman has the puck, comes around the backside, tries to take a shot on goal, and it's deflected out in front, but Craft is sneaky, and he got in there on that one. Fuel have to get all the way out on it, and they do. So here comes Lucas. Lucas has the puck, passes it to Merriman. Merriman tries to get out with it, but White is all over him with that one. Lucas has the puck, and it gets up against the boards, but White tries to send it out. Merriman intercepts it and sends it around the boards, but White kicks it back up again. Craft on defense, ready to challenge on that one over on the side there. And again, with Hublar as well on it. They're not letting him get anywhere near on it. Shot on goal, and it's a deflection by Borgert. Puck up against the far boards there where White has it. They're trying to send it in, but the Fuel are trying to kick it out on it, literally kick it out with their skates. All right, here comes Merriman. Merriman has the puck. He's driving down the ice, crosses center, crosses the blue line. We're clear of any type of offsides. Merriman centering pass over to Webb. Webb tries to get a shot off, but his stick of White is in the way on that one. Ooh, up against the boards goes Webb on that one, and White ends up with the puck. White's coming down the center ice on it, coming down, tries to take a shot in, sends it in deep on it, and it comes around the side. Both teams are getting a change-up at this point, and up against the boards here is defenseman Taryn Hoster. Hoster goes in on it, takes a shot on goal, and it is stopped by White. Preston is in on this one here, along with Kerins. Kerins goes in, great turnaround by him. Good pivot, drop pass back to Preston. Preston takes a shot on goal, and it's just wide left, or wide right of the net. Up against the boards over there is Webb. Webb trying to get to it. Puck comes up around the boards where Hoster's ready to get to it.
Come on, John!
They're fighting to get it out of it, but White is right there. Kerins kicks it over on the far side boards and gets his own rebound. Goes in, tries to get a centering pass up to Preston. Backhand shot into to the goal, and it is just wide right. Kerins takes a tumble down in front of the net on that one, but it's all right, gets right back up. Dych and Dietz and Dych here on the side trying to fight it in, but the puck keeps going back and forth. Hoster's chasing it down, while Kerins, Preston, and Dych are over on the side there to challenge. Fuel are trying to get it out of their zone on it, but White is determined to keep it in on that far side board. Puck comes around the backside of the net where Kerins goes after it. Kerins has the puck, driving it down the side there, crosses around middle on that one. Over the side, he sees Dietz open, goes in, hops in there, goes in to take a shot on goal. He takes a shot, no goal, and it goes in! 6 minutes, 42 seconds into the first period, left in the first period, and the first goal comes from number 3, Aiden Kerins. Well done, Aiden! Unassisted on that as he drove it all the way in on that. All right, in for the face-off here. In for the face-off here is Smith with Mason and, Nelson's in at center with Smith and Mason at the top and bottom. Poole and Robbins in on defense on it. Poole comes in, tries to get that puck, and it goes right past him on it. Borgert passes it over to Poole. Poole gets it out, tries to get it up around the boards there, but White's able to take it. White's got it around the backside of the net, scuffle around the backside, where Mason is Poole is kicking it out, trying to fight with the White player to get it out. Puck is caught up against the net on it, and we got a stoppage of play. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left to go here in the first period. The Fuel are leading the HoneyBaked team with the score of 1-0. Face-off coming just to left of Borgert on that one. Nelson in for the face-off. Smith and Mason up top with Craft and Smith in as well on that one. Fuel have it on the side there. Up against the side boards on it. They're fighting for it. Scrum up against the way there with Nelson and Smith going for it. And here they come in on the side there. There goes up against the side. Fuel trying to kick it out. They do. They kick it out past center ice. Over to the side there. Smith is trying to chase it down on it. White tries to pass it around the backside of the net, but it ricochets off the back of the post. Oh, White takes a tumble into the boards on that one. Craft steps up, takes a shot in on that, tries to pass it over to Smith, but overshoots him on that one. White has the puck on the side there. Robbins back here on defense, ready to play hard on it. Smith goes in to take a shot on goal, and it's deflected by HoneyBaked. Oh, puck tries to get stopped by Craft, and it goes past him on it. They're hustling, trying to get to it, trying to get it back on it, and we're going to have no icing on this one. It comes around the side there. Craft over to Robbins. Robbins sends it up around the boards there, but White takes it back at center ice on it. Puck is being fought back and forth at center, and Merriman kicks it in on it. Puck goes around the backside of the net where Craft is ready to go for it. He's got it. He's driving around the backside. Comes up the bottom of the ice here. Drop pass back over to Smith, and Smith kicks it up to Merriman. Merriman kicks it into the White zone on that one, and he's fighting for it along the side. Webb's position right up front and right in front of the net there, waiting for that puck to pop out. Possibly we got Robbins changing out here on defense. We got Robbins coming out, and we've got Dych coming in on this one. Here comes White. They're coming in, trying to get it in, and we got a tripping call coming up on Webb. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left of the first period. Webb is going to have a 2-minute penalty for tripping. White's going to go on the power play here. And here on the face-off, we've got Lucas and Merriman with Dych and Craft on defense. Lucas wins the face-off, kicks it back over to Hublar. I'm sorry, it's Hublar, not Dych. Hublar kicks it into the White zone on that one. Merriman goes up to challenge on it, and Lucas tries to keep it in, and he does a great job with it, but White kicks it back. Yeah, he takes it back away from him too quickly. White has it. They're going over, pass into the fuel zone on that one, where they're fighting for it. Great job by Merriman. Merriman tries to get around, but gets tripped up by White. White tries to send it back into the fuel zone, and they do. They send it around, goes around the backside of the boards on that one. Minute 28 left to go in the power play for White on that one. Here comes Scotty Craft driving down center ice, passes it over to Merriman. Merriman's going for it up at the top on it. Puck is coming around on the far side corner. White's trying to take it over, but Merriman's not stopping. Merriman tries to take a shot on goal, and it's denied by White. Kerins has the puck now. Kerins has the first goal on that one, but there's no one there for him when he makes that drop pass. Dych tries to take a shot on goal, and it doesn't get past White on that one. We got icing coming up if it makes it, and it does. 53 seconds left to go in the power play for HoneyBaked team. Junior Fuel are shorthanded at this point for a 2-minute penalty by Mick Webb, number 21. All right, in for the face-off is Kerins with Preston up top, Dych and Hoster in on defense. Kerins wins the face-off, takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by White. Preston goes in on it, chases it down up against the boards on there, throws another shot at the goal, and it is stopped by the post. White has it, but Kerins is fighting for it. Dych sends it back in around the backside of the net. 30 seconds left to go in this power play for the White. Puck is getting fought against over on the backside. Preston sends it over to Kerins, but Kerins is unable to get to it. All right, Taryn Hoster has it. She sends it in back into the White zone on that one. 20 seconds left to go in the power play on it, and then we'll be back at even strength. White has the puck up against the boards. They shoot it up on that one, and Hoster steps up to shoot it back into the White zone on it. Fuel have done a great job with not letting White get out of their zone on this one here. White sends it around the side boards here, and Dych is there to get it. Dych goes in, takes a shot on goal. Great pass would have gone right to Preston on that one. And we're back to even strength on the ice here. We've got it right here.
Jackson, knock it off!
We've got a little bit of a scuffle out there. The puck comes loose here at center ice where the Fuel got to regroup here. Kerins has the puck, cycles around on the backside there, looks around the edge here, is going to go, time to take a drive in at center on that one. We've got offsides by Matthew Nelson. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in this first period. The Junior Fuel are leading the HoneyBaked team with the score of 1-0.
Mark's not happy with Jackson right now.
Where's your team from?
Farmington Hills.
From Eaton Hills?
Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Farmington Hills, Michigan. Thank you.
Are you doing for the whole?
No, I'm doing it for our team, the Junior Fuel. All right, the Fuel win that face-off there, but White is quick to take it over on that one. Nelson has the puck, but White kicks it out around the top side of the ice on that one. Mason up in the corner tries to send it in, and it doesn't get anywhere on that one. White and the Fuel are fighting for it against the side. Poole has it up against the boards, sends it back to center ice, and he gets around the side. But it is just ping pong right now, back and forth in the neutral zone on that one. White has it. They cross the blue line, tries to get a pass into center on that one, but Nelson is quick to go after it. Mason goes for it up against the boards. He's going to pop it in across the way there. We've got offsides again by Nelson. I was about ready to laugh, mostly because I couldn't figure out what was going on. All right, and I just found out that the gentleman that was standing next to me, they're from the HoneyBaked team, and they're from Farmington Hills, Ohio. All right, here we go. Face-off coming in. Lucas gets that face-off, kicks it into the White zone on that one. They come around the side. Merriman steps up to it on that. Webb is posted up in front of the net. Lucas tries to get a pass over to Webb, but unfortunately doesn't get much on it. Here comes White down the way there with Craft and Dych, or Craft and Hublar in on defense on it, and the puck is stuck right here on the side. Here comes White. White's coming up against it. Puck pops up in the air on that one, and White takes it, gets away with it at center ice, passes it over to front on that, but Hublar kicks it out back into center ice. White takes it over there, tries to send it up again, and White gets it into the Fuel zone, but that puck just sits right there on the blue line. It's clear, no offsides on that one. Craft pursues the puck around the back side of the net, and here he comes. Craft drives down the way there. White tries to get in on it. Craft going in, tries to get a shot off. And he does, and it's right off the helmet of the goalie, and it bounces in on that. Great drive, great goal by Scotty Craft. Number 52, Scotty Craft, with 29 seconds left to go in the first period. We've got a 2-0 game, and your Junior Fuel is in the lead. This is the second game of our tournament, ladies and gentlemen. So our next game will be tomorrow morning at 8:15 with a consolation bracket or a championship game tomorrow afternoon. All right, in for the face-off is Kerins with Dietz up top, Preston at the bottom. We've got Hoster and Dych in on defense. Hoster steps up on it, puck bounces off her stick, but she's able to get it across ice back to the center. Preston tries to go after it, and it comes up against the side. Here comes Dych. Dych coming down the ice there, tries to throw it up in front of the net, and it's just wide left. Dietz has the puck on the side there, fighting for it up against the boards on it. He's got it, and Hoster's ready to receive the pass in. She takes a shot on goal, and it bounces around the back side of the net. And that is the end of the first period. All right, let's recap here. We got some great passing. We've got some great heads-up hockey being played here today by our Junior Fuel team. The momentum from yesterday's win is absolutely flowing into the start of this game. They're talking to each other. They're playing with their heads up on it. Recap, the first period, great period, clean period. We only had one penalty, and that was by Mick Webb, number 21, Mick Webb, where he received a 2-minute penalty for tripping on that. The Fuel were shorthanded, and again, if you were able to watch, they did an amazing job keeping the HoneyBaked team in their zone the entire time on that one. So 2 goals scored today. First one came in from number 3, Aiden Kerins, and that was early in the first period, and the second goal came with less than 30 seconds left to go in this first period by Scotty Craft, who took the puck, drove it down the ice, and put it into goal. It bounced off of the goalie's helmet and into the way there. If you get a chance, rewind, start this feed from the very beginning, where you can see a quick interview I had with number 13, Noah Robbins, and number 21, Mick Webb. This is actually, I believe, Robbins, I think it's Robbins home ice. He was originally from here on that. So he was, so this is kind of his hometown that he's coming back to play in again on that one. So, and if it was Webb, I apologize. I just know it was one of the two on that one. So either way, this team is playing really well today. Really great heads up hockey. Let's hope it continues into the second period, which we're getting started with right now.
Let's go, HB!
All right.
Let's go, HB!
Looks like we've got a change in goalie.
Let's go, HB!
We got a.
Let's go, HB!
Is this the new goalie for your team?
Yeah, we have 2 goalies.
So you switch out every period?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a new goalie in net for the HoneyBaked team. They have 2 goalies on their roster, and so they switch up every period to give even playing time to each kid, which is really fantastic. It's one of those things that's nice to see on that one. All right, getting ready for a puck drop here. Kerins in for center. Dietz and Preston up top with Dych and Hoster in on defense. Fuel lose that face off, but quickly take it over. Dietz has it. They're going into the side there. Tries to kick it up against the boards on it, and it gets taken away by White. Hoster steps up to keep it in, and it gets sent around back to the back by Dietz. Dietz sends it in front of the net, but it gets wide to Preston. Preston couldn't get to it. Dych is there, ready to go, ready to stop it. Preston sends the pass over to him, and Dych sends it around the backside of the net. Dietz is quick to be there and recover it, goes after it, posts up on the side there. Hoster ready to go to catch it. We've got on the edge there, we've got Kerins and Hoster, but Hoster has that puck pop right over her stick, but Dych does a great job of trying to keep it in on that one. Kerins there on the side there, fighting for it with number 17 on White. They're going after it. Dietz takes it over on it. He goes, runs, tries to get it into their zone on it, and we've got offsides on Black. Line change coming here for both teams on that. 12 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in this second period. The Fuel are leading with a score of 2-0. All right, coming up, we've got Mason up top. Poole on defense. Puck comes back to Robbins. Robbins kicks it over to Mason. Mason tries to get to it, but Robbins steps up to get it into the zone on that. Smith is out there as well. Poole's got it up against the boards here. Kicks it over to Nelson. Nelson sends it to Mason. Mason drives it in, gets tripped up, and loses the puck along the way. And we're going on a power play. 11 minutes, 44 seconds left to go here in this second period, and the Fuel are getting ready to go on a 2-minute power play. Tripping call that came up against Owen Mason, or Mason took the trip on it, so White is taking their power play. Lucas in for the face-off with Webb and Merriman up top and bottom. Hublar and Craft on defense. Puck played around the net there. Fuel lose that face-off, but White steps in on that. Hublar quickly tries to step in and intercept it. White's driving down the ice really fast, and Lucas kicks him up against the board. Lucas takes it over on that one, pops it out to center ice. Lucas is hustling. He's on fire. He's going after it, driving it around the way. Tries to get in front of the net on that, and a great save by HoneyBaked. I don't. I just like doing it. I spend a lot of time watching Doc Emmerich and, Edzo on Blackhawks hockey. So, all right, Fuel win that face-off, but White's quick to take it over on that one. White sends it across ice, and Craft is up top to take it back. Black gets back on sides on that one, but White kicks it back to center ice on it. Fuel's got to reset. Lucas is waiting for everyone to go. Lucas sends it across ice to Merriman. Merriman kicks it over, takes it into the zone. He gets put up against the boards by 11 on that, and 11 takes the puck around the edge there. Hublar is back on defense, waiting for that puck to come out so he can stop it and send it back into net. Webb's posted up in front of goal on that one, waiting for a pass in from Craft, or Lucas tries to get it in, and he scores! Harrison Lucas drives in front of the net. Couple of great saves by the White goalie, but Lucas is relentless with that rebound and puts it in behind him. We've got a 3-0 game here with 10 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the second period. Scored by Harrison Lucas. All right, here we go. In for the face-off. Kerins is taking the face-off with Poole on defense, along with Robbins, Dietz, and Preston up top. White's got the puck. They take it. They send it into the Fuel zone. Robbins has the puck on it, tries to send it across the ice to Dietz, and he does. Dietz has the puck. He's driving down the left side boards, goes in, tries to take a shot, or sends a pass over to Kerins, but White steps up and pokes that puck out from there. White sends it around the side there. Poole keeps it in and sends it over to Dietz down the boards. Dietz gets tripped up on the side there, and they're fighting for that puck there on the edge there up against the side. It's not popping out, but Poole is ready to go whenever it comes back this way. There's no stoppage of play. They're just going for it. They're fighting for it. White and the Fuel White comes up with it, but Poole keeps it in. And we got a penalty coming up here. Not sure against who on that one, but we got a penalty coming. White sends it around the boards on that one. Robbins is there to receive it. And we got a penalty coming up against the Fuel. Number 3, Aiden Kerins. 2-minute penalty on that one for, what was it? He gets a penalty for hacking the arm. He gets a penalty for slashing on that one. All right, in for the face-off. Merriman's in there with the Nelson at the bottom here. Dych and Hoster here on defense. Power play for the, actually we're 4-on-4 for the next 7 seconds while White finishes up their power play. Not exactly sure why they have 5 people on the ice at this point. But, okay. So they have it. Fuel have it. Have the puck there on the side there. They go around the back. And here they come. White's taken around the back side of their net. Sends it over to the top of the boards over there. But Merriman is quick to get to it. Merriman's got it up against the boards again. Tries to send it around, but White steps up on it. Here they come down the way there. They're going for it. They're driving down the ice on it. We got a very nice step for no offsides for White on that one. Pass to center from White, and it just bounces off the stick of everyone else. Lucas intercepts it and has it up against the side there. We got a call coming up against White for a penalty. Penalty coming up now on White. So the Fuel we're gonna go back to even strength of 4-on-4 for the next minute and 6 seconds while the Fuel finish up their penalty, and then we will have a power play for the remaining 54 seconds. All right, here we go. In for the face-off is Webb. Webb's in for the face-off with Smith at the bottom. We've got Craft and Hublar in on defense. Here we go. Face off in on that one, and here they go on that. Comes around the side there. Webb has it, tries to kick it out, and White comes up with the puck, takes in a drive at the net, and it is deflected by Borgert. Borgert kicks it back over to Craft, and Craft tries to send it up the boards, but White is there to take it over. Puck pops out on the side there, and it is a great deflection up by Borgert on that one. Very close to popping into the net on that one. Hublar sends it out, sends it down the way there where it's chased down by Webb on it, and we've got icing. 8 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the second period. The Fuel are leading the HoneyBaked team with a score of 3-0. All right, in for the face-off in is Webb again with Hublar, Smith, and Craft in on defense. Fuel win the face-off. Craft kicks it out back into the center ice. That means White's got to regroup on it. Smith smacks the puck up in the air on that one with White. There's no offsides on it. White's got possession of it, but Smith is quick to get to it, takes a shot on goal, and it's a deflection by White's goalie on that one. Craft steps up on it, sends it around the backside of it. Smith has it up against the board, that was Webb, had it up against the boards, tried to get a pass up to Smith, but Smith isn't able to receive it. Comes up, Craft steps up and pelts that puck back into the White zone on it. White kicks it back to center ice. Up here on the side is Hublar. Hublar kicks it over to Webb, but Webb gets the puck taken away by White, but Webb's able to get it back, sends it over, tries to take a shot on goal, and it's deflected by White. All right, here we go on that one. We coming up down the ice here. The puck comes down the side there. No icing for it as Craft is racing towards it. He gets it, plays it up against the boards, but it gets deflected back over to Webb. Webb gets it back on that one. White's got it, but we got a bouncing puck here all over the place. All right, here they come on that one. White does a great job with keeping it in, but we've got offsides. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left to go here in this second period, where the Fuel are leading with the score of 3-0. Fuel are currently on a power play here for the next minute 28, I guess. On the ice right now, we've got Kerins in for the faceoff with Poole and Robbins up, Dietz and Smith up top. Poole has the puck, sends it up against the boards over to Dietz, but White's able to take it over, and we've got no offsides, I guess. Fighting for it up against the corner is Poole with it, kicks it out over to Kerins. Kerins has the puck on it now. He kicks it out back to center ice, and it goes across ice. Robbins, Kerins goes for it. No icing on that one. Preston's got it up against the corner. Preston sends it over to the side on that. Here they come. Fuel are trying to get to it. Robbins steps up and sends it around the backside of the boards on that. And here they come with that. Poole's got the puck on it. Sends it over to Kerins. Kerins has it now with Preston posted up in center in front of the net. They try to get to it, but doesn't get anywhere on that one. Here they go with that one here. They're coming down the way on that one. And Preston sends it back into the White's goal on that one, and we're going to have icing. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in the... No, 6 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in the second period. The score is currently 3-0. Your Junior Fuel are leading the HoneyBaked team from Farmington Hills, Ohio. Here in the faceoff, we're back to even strength on the ice here. Fuel win that faceoff. Nelson gets it, kicks it over to the side to Smith. Smith chases it down up against the boards on it. And he does. He goes down, sends it over across the ice there, hits up against the backboards, and where White takes it over on that. White's got it. They're going to take it down the ice on that one. We've got Dych and Hoster in on defense. Dych is ready to challenge on it, and he kicks it over to the side, and we've got offsides by White. All right, here we go. Face-off coming here just right of center on that one. We've got Nelson taking the face-off with Hoster and Dych, Mason and Smith in on there as well. White takes it over the blue line on that one, goes in for a shot, takes a backhand shot over it, passes to center, and White just whiffs on that shot on it. That was a perfect setup too on it. Here comes the Fuel down the way. They're trying to get it across the ice, but they can't get it out of their zone. They finally do on that one. Here they come. Let's fight for it back at center ice again. White takes it. Only Hoster there to challenge, but but the Fuel step in and take it away on it. Here comes Smith. Smith's taking it down the ice on it, crosses the blue line on it, passes it over to Nelson, but Nelson misses it, and it goes up against the board. White has it on it, and they're going down the ice again, and it comes across to center on it, where Black's got to get to it. Hoster in on defense on it. She gets that puck. She gets that shot, sends it up against the board, tries to get it over to Nelson, but it just pops back out to center ice, where White's got to regroup. Around the edge there, the White team has it. It ricochets off the board, back to center on it. Smith has the puck, and he gets kicked over by Dych. Dych sends it over across the blue line on it, and they're fighting for it. And here they go. They're going in on it. We're going to have a change on the lines up here in just a second, as we've not had a stoppage in play here in a while, and we've got offsides. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left to go here in this second period. The Junior Fuel are leading currently with a score of 3-0. All right, here we go on that one. Lucas in to take the face-off. Hublar and Webb up top with Merriman and Craft on defense. Or I'm sorry, not Merriman. Hublar and Craft on defense. Fuel get that face-off on it. Lucas gets it, tries to send it over to Webb. Webb's posted up in front of the net. They get caught up and tangled on it. Shot on goal by Webb from behind the net, and it gets denied by White's goalie on that one. Here comes White. They're coming, driving down the way on that one. They try to get to it, and it comes around the backside. Puck is dangerously close to the front of the Fuel's goal on that one. Craft trying to get it away from White, but White's able to take it over on it. Merriman intercepts that puck on it, but White's quick to get to it. Takes a shot on goal, and it goes right over the stick of Hublar, and a great deflection by Borgert. Hublar fighting for it around the backside of the net. Webb tries to get to it. And here goes Lucas. Lucas has the puck. Lucas sends it across ice to Merriman. Merriman goes after it on the side there, but he misses the pass. Puck is loose in front of the net on it. Merriman passes in front of the net over to Lucas, takes a shot, and it's denied by White's goalie. Puck is loose here up against the boards again. Comes over, shot on goal by Craft, and it's just wide left. Puck is around the far side boards on that one where Lucas tries to chase it down. Lucas has it, sends it over to Nelson. Nelson gets to it, passes it over to Merriman. Merriman's chasing it down on it. Craft steps up on it, takes it around the side on it. Craft already has one goal today, tries a backhand pass to the net, but it doesn't go very far on it. Merriman has the puck, it loses it, so Hublar sends it back in up against the boards. White takes control of it again, tries to keep it in, and it pops back out to center ice, where Craft has to wait for everyone to regroup on this one. Craft loses control of the puck as it gets poked out by White on that one. He uses the boards as a deflection on it, while the fielder trying to get through on that one. White has it now at center ice on it, and Merriman's quick to take that away. Merriman has the puck. He's got Lucas on his left. He's looking to go in to get a goal. He passes it back to Lucas, and it doesn't go anywhere. Shot on goal by Lucas again, and saved by White's goalie on that one. Great reflexes by White on that, and they come down the way again. Here comes White. Puck sends back to center ice, but the Fuel are right there to take it over. Craft up against the boards with it, along with Webb. They're fighting for it left and right. We got 3 Fuel and 2 down at this point in time. Lucas takes the puck and he gets out, sends it over to Merriman. Merriman takes a shot on goal and it's denied by White's goalie on that one. Great centering pass on that one. Oh, we got to scuffle up against the boards over there. Up the side, pass up to center on that to White. White's going to be able to move it down the ice here, back to center. Feel really aggressive right now on that one, trying to get to it. Up here on the side, Lucas comes out with it again. We've got 2 minutes left to go here in this second period. Lucas centering pass over to Dietz, but Dietz isn't able to get to it. White steps up and shoots that puck. It comes all the way down into the Fuel zone on it, where the Fuel take it around the backside of the net, play it up against the boards, but White is able to get that rebound off the boards. Hublar has the puck. We've got Preston into the top, Kerins and Dietz as well on that. Craft on the back on defense. We got a change coming up here now for fresh legs on both teams on it to get them on the ice. 1:39 left to go here in this second period, where the Junior Fuel are leading with the score up 3-0 over the HoneyBaked team. In for the face-off is Aiden Kerins with Poole on defense, along with Robbins. We also have Dietz and Preston in as well. Fuel win that, kick it back over to to Nelson. Nelson kicks it over to Preston, and Poole's fighting for it up against the backside of the boards. Poole's got it. He kicks it out over to Dietz. Dietz has the puck up against the board. He's driving it down the way on that. Sends it over center ice on that one, and White's able to take it over on that up here at center ice. And Robbins steps up. Great job by Robbins. Steps up, takes the puck on it. Puck bounces out. Shot by Preston is deflected by their goalie on that one. Oh, Fueler right there to try and get a goal in on that one. Poole tries to stop it, and he does. Poole sends it in around the backside of the net, over to Dietz. Dietz centers, passes it over to Preston, but doesn't quite get to him. Here comes White. White's driving down the way there. Preston's trying to disrupt it. Poole and Robbins on defense, ready to stop on that one. Here they come. Poole's going around the backside of the net. He takes the puck on it. He sees Dietz on the side. He sends it up the boards to Dietz, but White steps up, but so does Kerins. Kerins takes that puck. He's driving it down the way there. Cross ice pass to Preston. Preston takes it over around the ice, tries to deke around White, and doesn't make it. 25 seconds left to go here in this second period, and White's got it around the backside of the net. But it's quickly sent over to this side there. We got a change in legs on there for the Fuel on at this point in time. Dietz has it, takes a shot on goal. Another shot rebound by Preston on there. They go after it. They're being aggressive up against that White goalie, but that White goalie, he is just all about denying them any type of goal at this point. White kicks it around the side there, and that is the end of our second period. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the second here, where we're getting ready to go into the third period, another 13-minute period that we've got coming up here in the Rock and Roll Cup tournament here in Cleveland, Ohio. We're currently at the Cleveland Heights Community Center here in Ohio, where we are playing our second game of the tournament. This tournament, we started yesterday. We played this Columbus team, I believe, and they were we won against them, the score of 3-2, and this team here that we're playing today, the HoneyBaked team, they I'm not sure exactly what they did. I think they fell yesterday in their game 2-3 on that one. So currently there's just a 1 point difference in the standings between this team and our team right now. We play tomorrow morning against the Badgers from Pennsylvania. The Badger team, they also won their first game yesterday. Not exactly sure if they've had their game yet today. So not exactly sure where they stand in the rankings at this point. I believe they're tied with us at this moment. So the way they figure things out, it is a point differential, goals for, goals against on that. So we whoever has, it's that point differential that makes determines the standings on it and not anything else on it. So as we're getting ready to start this third period, anybody who is just now watching, we thank you very much for joining us. And again, we want to take a shout out here to number 88. Carson Rainey, who is part of our Junior Fuel family from our 15U AAA travel team. He was involved in a serious car accident yesterday in Dayton, Ohio, on his way to a tournament. Carson underwent emergency surgery. The prognosis does look good for him. However, 3 broken vertebrae and everything is going to take a while to recover. So please keep the Rainey family in your prayers. Carson, thank you. We're thinking of you, and we are behind you 100% of the way on your road to recovery. And go Junior Fuel. All right, here we go. Getting ready to start the third period now. We got to change up in goalies again on the HoneyBaked side on it. And to take the face-off is going to be Nelson with Smith and Mason at the top and bottom. Hoster and Dych in on defense. Fuel win that face-off. Dych kicks it back over into HoneyBaked zone on that one, and we've got icing. Coming back around the side here, coming down the way for icing. If you want to join us tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m., that's when our next game against the Badgers are going to be. Keep an eye out for that feed to start. All right, Fuel win that face-up again, but White's quick to intercept it on that one. Dych had the puck, and it gets kicked back over to Nelson. Nelson's taking a drive down the ice, crosses the blue line on that one, tries to get a shot off, but he gets tripped up on the side on that one. Nelson is down up against the boards. He is hurt, so we are going to take a quick timeout here on that as they tend to Nelson. Looks like he got tripped up and then took a hard hit into the boards at this point in time. Tomorrow morning we'll be playing at 8:15 a.m. here, again at the Cleveland Heights Community Center. Game time is at 8:15, however, it is tentative. If the referees are here early, game time can always start early. We'll have another quick interview with 2 players prior to the game. Today's interviews were with Noah Robbins and Mick Webb, and so they were able to answer some questions this morning or this evening, which is great. And then we'll stay tuned after the game, where we will be able to interview the star of the game. Yesterday's interview was with player Matthew Nelson, who is now back up on his feet and skating over to the bench. 12 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the third period. The Junior Fuel are leading currently with a score of 3-0. In for the face-off here is Lucas. Lucas in for the face-off with Merriman and Webb at the top and bottom. Hoster and Dych on defense. Here we go. Face-off in. Lucas wins it, kicks it back over to Dych. Dych sends it into the White zone on that. White chases it around the backside of the net on it, but Merriman is quick to be there. White drives it out of the zone on that, crosses center ice with Dych and Hoster in on defense. White's got a clear shot on goal, but Dych is there to make sure he doesn't get to it. White's fighting for it up against his side there. Here they come. Hoster's posted up in front of the goal there along with Merriman to make sure that Borgert is taken care of. Lucas has the puck. He's driving it down the way, passes it over to Merriman. Merriman kicks it into gear, tries to get a shot off, but White is able to kick it out of the way. White kicks it along the side, but Merriman's able to stop it up against the corner boards over there. Goes for it. White takes it away, but up pops Lucas. Lucas tries to take a wraparound shot, and it doesn't get anywhere on that one. Scrum in front of the net there, puck underneath Lucas at that point in time, and Lucas kicks it around the edge there. Here he comes, or Webb has it. Webb goes in, takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected off a White stick on that one. Lucas tries to kick it back and around, but White is there again on it. White is all over these guys right now. Lucas takes a shot on goal, deflected by White again. Puck is loose in front of the net. Shot on goal by Hoster, sends it over to Merriman. Merriman tries to get a shot off, but it doesn't go anywhere on that one. We got the puck coming around the backside of the net there, where Webb has it. Webb tries to get to it, and he does. Center pass over to Lucas, doesn't get to him, gets over to White player on that one. Lucas tries to kick it in, and he gets in there, skates right in front of him on it. Clear shot in for Webb. Webb goes in on it, and the White kicks the puck out all the way down this way. We've got icing coming up if it makes it all the way down there. No icing, no icing. They come around, they're playing it. Fuel kick it up against the boards, but White steps in to intercept it up against the far side. White steps in on that one, tries to get a shot off, but doesn't go anywhere on that one. Kerins has the puck on it now up against the far boards. White keeps it in, sends it around the side there, throws something at the net. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Those are the worst kinds to deal with as a goalie, but Borgert does a great job keeping his composure and goes for it. Here comes Merriman down the side. Merriman's going for it. He's going in, tries to get a shot off, passes it over to Lucas, but Webb is not able to receive that puck. Kerins there on backup, takes around the backside of the net, goes in, centers it, shot on goal, and it is covered and deflected by White's goalie on it. Webb up against the backboards with it, tried to fight to it. Merriman's posted up in front of the net on it. Merriman has the puck, tries to center pass of it. It's thrown up in the air, and it's stopped and covered. The puck is loose. It's right behind them. It is all over the place over there. They are fighting for it. Merriman tries to throw it at the net, and it doesn't go in. Great job by White's goalie on that one. Craft steps up at this point. Merriman still fighting for it up against the boards on it. It comes through the legs of Craft and the HoneyBaked player here on the near boards. Fuel send it back into the zone on that work. HoneyBaked picks it up. Kerins and Dietz, I believe, on the side there. Puck comes up against the boards, goes along the side there, up against the far corner where White's chasing it down deep in their zone. They send it around the side there, and here comes Preston. Preston's got the pass. He's got the puck. He sends it right to center, takes a shot on goal, and it deflected by White. White sends it out, and Hublar tries to get a shot off, but misses the puck. Sends it up against the far boards instead on that, where Preston's quick to get to it, sends it back over to Dietz. Dietz centers it in front of Kerins. Kerins takes a shot, and it is deflected. And we've got an interference call coming up against White. So the Field are going to go on a power play here with 8 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in this third period.
Can you take a picture of him real quick with that? My kids are
On that one? Oh, just wanted to say, hey!
Hi, Merriman.
Hey! And who are you rooting for today? Mick Webb. Mick Webb. So we're talking about number 21, huh? All right. Do you play hockey too? No? Do you want to play hockey? No, you're gonna let Mick do that one? All right. Well, let's go back to the Fuel here. Fuel win that face-off, but it's quickly popped out of the zone by White on that. White's driving down the ice there with Craft in to challenge on that one. White loses control of the puck on it. Craft steps up to try and take it away, and White steps in to keep it out there. Owen Mason has it up against the far boards, and we got offsides by Smith. Smith was across the blue line. All right, 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. A minute 34 left in this power play for the Junior Fuel. Face-off coming just to the left of center on that one. Lucas in for the face-off. Merriman, Webb up top and bottom, with Poole on defense along with Robbins. Lucas gets tripped up during the face-off on it, and White takes it over, but Poole is quick to go back after it, sends it over to the side to Webb. Webb loses control of the puck, and it's taken over by White. Poole gets in there and tries to stop it, and he kind of gets a little bit of a stick onto it. Merriman takes it, kicks it up on the boards, but White takes it over again. Poole is there in the back to disrupt it, and he does. Kicks it out of the way, up to Lucas. Lucas drives down the way. He's going down the ice, tries to get a shot off, but White gets his puck in on that one. Oh! Pass to center by Webb, and the puck goes just high over the net. Comes around the far side of it. Here comes Poole. Poole steps up, sends it back over to Lucas. Lucas sends it to Webb. Webb has it, tries to kick it in front of the net, but it doesn't get anywhere. Poole gets tripped up there at the blue line on it, but Robbins is there to back him up on that one. Lucas takes it back into the White zone on that one, drives up the center ice, drops pass back to Webb. Webb takes a shot on goal, and it deflects off White's goalie on that one. Poole there on the side, ready to challenge on it. He goes up to, great stop by Webb in order to keep it in on that one. Poole chases it down on it, sends it over across ice to Merriman. Merriman has the puck and he's going in. He's taking it across ice on that one. Merriman goes in to take a shot on goal. It gets stopped right in front of the net on that one, where Lucas is trying to get a stick on it to get a shot off on it. Dych steps up and tries to get it stopped on it, but we've got offsides by the Fuel. 4 seconds left to go in power play action here for the Junior Fuel with 6 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the game. The Junior Fuel currently lead the HoneyBaked team with a score of 3-0. We've got a goalie change up here on the HoneyBaked side. Again, really cool that they have 2 goalies on their roster and each kid gets even playing time. That's really fantastic. Kerins takes that face-off, sends it over to the top corner, the top boards to Dietz. Dietz has the puck, and he's fighting for it up against the side. Drop passes back to Kerins. Kerins sends it across ice, but it is just out of the reach of Dych. Dych goes after it here, sends it up to the boards to Preston. Preston has it, digs around the side of White, and Kerins has it up against the side boards, fighting for it with it. Dych on backup duty, ready to take it out, and Preston pops up to get to it. Puck goes up against the net on that one, with Dietz trying to get to it, but White is taking it out first. Kerins tries to get in there, swings that stick right in front of the White player. Gotta watch out for tripping on that one. Here he comes on that one. Kerins is taking it down the way, tries to take a shot and he misses the puck. Oh my goodness. White takes the puck, he's going up against it. Hoster on defense, she's the only thing standing in between them now. Pass over to the other White player, and it is overshot, so they don't get to it. Here they come around the backside of the net with that one. Kerins has it up against the far boards. Kerins has it, sends it around the side there. We've got to it. We've got going on. We've got even strength again now on the ice here with both sides, and we've got a penalty coming up against Kerins on this one. Fuel has the puck around the backside of the net, and we're going shorthanded for the next 2 minutes for the Junior Fuel. Number 3, Aiden Kerins hitting the penalty box for interference. 5 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in this game here. We've got 3 goals. First one came from number 3, Aiden Kerins. The second one came from, oh my goodness, Harrison Lucas had that second goal. All right, in for the face-off is Nelson. Nelson wins that face-off, sends it over to the side, but White is quick to take it over on that one. Dych sends it up against the far boards, or the near boards on that one, and White takes it over, trying to get to it on the backside. White sends it up, tries to center pass, but Smith is able to intercept it. Goes down the ice here. Here comes Smith. Smith pushing the puck down the way, and White takes it over on that one. Smith has got to get back offsides on that, or we're going to have offsides, which we do. 5 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in this period and in this game. All right, and to take the face off here, we've got Mason up top, Lucas at center, and Hublar and Craft on defense. Lucas wins the face-off, sends it back to Hublar. Hublar sends it across ice, sends it back into the HoneyBaked's far corner where Mason is going for it. Mason gets to it, and he kicks it out from around the side, tries a wraparound shot, but he is surrounded by White at this point. White plays it up against the boards, but Lucas steps in to try and take it over. Here comes Mason. Mason kicks in there, and he is a quick guy. If you've not heard me talk about Owen Mason before, you will, because he is just fast. He gets in there. He gets around these players and gets like right in underneath of them because of how small he is. Lucas goes in, takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by White. White has it in the near boards, in the near corner, sends it up to the far corner on that one. Hublar on the side up top to defend on that one, and he catches it up against the side, almost catches it with his face. But White ends up with the puck, tries to send it out, and Lucas is there to stop, tries to get a shot off on goal, and White's there to stop on it. White sends it up to the boards on it. 40 seconds left to go in this power play for White, and Mason kicks in on that one to steal it away. Oh, Lucas tries to get it step back, and he does. He steps in and picks that up on it. He stays with it. He's going around it. Really great stick handling by Lucas. Pops in, shot on goal by Hublar, and it's just wide left on it. Mason's got it around the side. He's trying to get it passed around to the front of the net. He's being laid on the backside of the net on that one. White take the puck out of the zone on that one. Oh, but Hublar tries to get to it. Hublar knew that penalty was coming up. He saw it. And he bumps into him with his arm down a little bit. It would have been a different story, but because his arm was up at the time, that's where the penalty came from. So we got 2 minutes coming from Hublar for that hit. We have 8 seconds left to go with the original penalty, or with the initial power play for them. So we'll have 3-on-5 action right now for the junior, or 3 on the ice for the junior fuel. We got Webb on the ice right now with Robbins and Dych on defense on that one. So they've got to kill 8 seconds of time and then another 2 seconds on that one, okay? So here we go, multiple penalties coming up on this one here. They got to figure out how to do it on the clock. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in this game, and the junior fuel lead with the score of 3-0. Webb kicks it back into white zone on that one. 6 seconds left to go on that, and we are getting ready to go here now into 4-on-5 action. 4-on-5 now at this point in time, and we've got it coming on now down the side here. We got the fuel going in, but they get a shot off, and it's just wide left to Borgert. Puck at the top of the ice there, at the top of the boards there. White tries to kick it back to center ice on that one, but Merriman steps up and is driving it down the way. Merriman's taking it around, goes past center ice on it, passes the blue line up against the far corner boards on it. 3 minutes left to go in this game here, and yes, folks, I did miss tree in the turd with the score of 3-0. We got offsides coming here on coming here. Webb tried to get that puck in, but it was just over the blue line. Here we go. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left to go in this game. 1:20 left to go in the power play for the white HoneyBaked team on that one. In for the face-off is Nelson with Dietz at the bottom on it. We've got Robbins and Dych on defense. Puck comes up against the top there, and White has it. White's going down the way, tries to get a shot off on goal, but good job by Dych to keep it away from Borgert. Borgert, who hasn't seen much action today, that's, it's always a good thing when your teammates are able to keep it out of the way. Here comes Dietz, he's driving in, he takes a shot on goal and he scores! Open net for the white team, and Logan Dietz goes in, number 59, Logan Dietz with a score with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in this game. The junior fuel are winning with a score of 4-0. Short-handed goal by the fuel on that one, so we got Nelson in at center with Dietz up top. Robbins and Dych again in on defense. Nelson fighting for that puck on that, or Nelson fighting for that puck there with White. He's kind of stuck at center ice on that one. Puck gets back over to Robbins. Robbins sends it across way to Dietz. Dietz sends it over to Nelson. Nelson goes for it on the side there. Nelson's got it up against the corner on the boards, but overskates the puck. Nelson, good to see him back up here on the ice after seeing him take that fall earlier up against the boards. So Dych steps up and keeps it in. Dych goes in. He's taking a drive in, tries to get a shot off, but White steps in to block it. Here they come now up against the sideboards on that one. Fight for it with Dych up against the corner and Dietz as well. Dietz and Dych up against the boards, and it pops out to Robbins. Robbins has the puck. Good heads up play, and we've got a penalty coming up against White. 2 minutes left to go here in this game, and the Fuel are going to go on. Oh no, we've got 2 penalties being called. We've got Dych and White going in for the tussle up here against the board. So we're going to go 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5-on-4. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Here we go. Up against the far boards, there's Preston. Preston kicks it into the White zone on that one. Smith is quick to be in there and take it away, but White steps in to pop it back out. Poole up there against on defense. He's right there in front of the net. Poole kicks that puck out away from White, sends it up against the boards over to Smith. Smith has it. He's taking it down the way there. He's driving it down the ice on it. He goes in, loses control of it over to Nelson, falls on the puck, but Nelson is quick to take it up. Nelson takes a shot on goal. It's deflected. Mason tries to get a stick on it and is unable to get that. Here comes White around the side there. He's coming down the way. Puck comes up down center ice on that. We got 1:20 left to go in this game right now. Here comes White. White's taking a shot on goal, and that's a save by Borgert. 1:13 left to go in this game. The Junior Fuel are leading currently with the score of 4-0 over them, or over the HoneyBaked team from Farmington Hills, Ohio. Here we go on the side there. Got to change up on the ice there for players. We've got Craft and Mason. In for the face-off is Nelson. Nelson took the face-off, wins it, sends it back to Hoster. Hoster has the puck. She's taking it around the backside of the net there on the field side. Passes it over to Smith. Smith kicks it up center over to Nelson. Nelson tries to get it out into the white zone, but isn't able to. Smith and Nelson fighting for it up against the boards on this one. Gotta watch out, Smith, or else we're gonna get offsides. Here they come. Here comes Barrett on white down the way. They're taking a drive on it. Shot on goal. It bounces through the legs of the Fuel, and it's a cover by Borgert. 42 seconds left to go in this game. Junior Fuel are leading with a score of 4-0 in the second game of the Rock and Roll Tournament here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Tomorrow morning's game is going to be at 8:15 a.m. You can find me here. We'll be broadcasting that game against the Beavers from Pennsylvania. All right, Fuel win that face-off, kick back over to Dietz. Dietz kicks it over to the side there, goes back around the backside of the net where Craft goes to pursue it. Craft gets over to the side there, tries to send it up down center ice over to Merriman. Merriman's here to receive it. He gets to it. Merriman goes in, but we've got offsides. 24 seconds left to go in this game here, and we're taking it all the way back around the edge there. Face-off coming just to right of center here at the bottom of the ice. In for the face-off is Kerins with Merriman. Merriman and Dietz up top. Hoster and Craft on defense. Fuel win that face-off, but White steps up very quickly to take it over. Dietz steps in to try and kick it away, and he does. Craft gets it over to the side there. 10 seconds left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go around the backside. Fuel are taking it. They're driving it down the way with 7 seconds left to go. Here he goes. Here goes Kerins. Kerins going in for the shot on goal. He takes a shot, and it's denied by White's goalie on that one. And that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Junior Fuel have won the second game and continue their winning streak at the Rock and Roll Tournament here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. We're going to have a player of the game here in just a minute here, so stay tuned as we go to see how things are going to come up on that one. Again, the Junior Fuel win on this. All right, we're going to see who we've got here coming for the player of the game here as we come off the ice. A well-played game by everyone on that one. It was great to see how the game was played. Great to see them keep their head throughout the whole time and keep a great composure through the entire game. Very few penalties this time around. Few penalties. They played great heads-up hockey, and they kept playing well all 3 periods of this game. So thank you everyone for watching. We're going to have a post-game interview here right now with one of the players. So we'll see how this comes up in just a second on that one. We've got them coming off here in just a second here, so we'll wait just a moment as they come off the ice. All right. Good game, HB. Good game. All right, we got some players coming off the ice here now, so we'll give them high fives. Good job, guys. Good game. Good game. Well played, everyone. Good job. All right. Well done. Smith, good job. Good job. Good job. We got Poole over there. Poole, good job. Poole. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Hey, Mason. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, good job, bub. Well played. Well played. Referees coming off the ice here now along with coaches. So we'll take a second here. We'll find out who coach is saying is our player of the game today. And maybe get some last minute words of advice from him. Coach Steve, how do you think we played today?
You know, we played great. The kids, I don't think they knew what they were doing. Actually, the coaches, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Okay. Excellent. You are at Cleveland Heights here. Cleveland Heights. All right, here's our goalie here. Our goalie, Alex Borgert. Alex, how do you feel the team played today? Mediocre? You really did. Now, you didn't get to see much action on your side. How did that make you feel that your team was able to keep them out of your zone for a good part of the game today? Yeah? So what does it feel like when you see them coming at you and you got that puck coming right at you and you know that shot's coming? Yeah? Are you able to, what's the worst kind of shot to take? Is it a straight slap shot or is it a puck that's bouncing all over the place?
One that bounces because sometimes you know, the ice barrier is really stick and you go up and down and fight.
Yeah. All right, now last question for you. Who do you think has the stinkiest gear? At least you're honest on that one. All right, thanks a lot for talking with us, Alex. Good game, bud. Great to see you. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:15. All right, guys, that's it here from the Community Center at Cleveland Heights here. Where again, follow us tomorrow morning where we will be live here at 8:15 tomorrow morning where we're taking on the Beavers from Pennsylvania. Again, we're undefeated in this tournament right now. Tomorrow morning's game is going to determine whether or not we're going to go to the championship game at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon or play in the consolation bracket at 2:40. So stay tuned with us tomorrow. Send me a message if you have any messages for the team. I'll be more than happy to share it with you or share it with them. If you have any questions or questions you want to hear the kids answer, let me know. Tomorrow morning's interviewees are going to be Taryn Hoster and Chase Poole. So make sure you join us before the game tomorrow morning so that you can check them out. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as you enjoyed the outcome. Have a great one. Go Fuel.